slow that I can't even like find the freaking program and delete it.
Wait, why is it starting transcript? I don't want that.
Oh, that's mean, bro.
No.
No.
Stop transcription. Okay, sweet as. All right, cool. Well, welcome to the weekly recap for the NZFFFA fantasy. We've got Andy here on the line, cousin Boiler, and Andreas, who you can't see. I mean, great. Oh, thanks for turning on your camera, Dre, for all the people.
Right, bro.
Dre likes to go offline from time to time, so that's just him giving an example of what he's doing at the moment on Discord.
It's true.
That's good. He's got control. He knows what he needs to do to manage his personal life. Fantasy's
thanks, bro.
only 90% of his life. He's still got another 10%.
Literally.
to fit his wife, kids, and business in. But yeah, so let's actually we'll go through the divisions after 2 weeks and see where who's looking good. So we'll start off with the first division here with myself, Andre, Sam, and a Gavin in it. Obviously Dre's number one currently, but I don't think that'll last for long with his boom or bust team.
Man, he's only had 243 points scored against him.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, he's been incredibly lucky.
He's just luck.
It's just luck. And then Gavin's got an actually good team down the bottom.
He has high scored though. Oh man, Sam doesn't look good in that division. Holy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are right. Gav's team on paper, if you were to redraft it, looks the best.
It looks solid, yeah. I did look at it before and I went, oh yeah, Gav does actually have a good team. He's been a bit unlucky.
Yeah.
His defense hasn't come through yet.
No.
Yeah, true. His defense is. Oh no, Jalen Smith's a bust. He'll do jack all this year.
But overall,
it's
looking fairly solid, this division.
Yeah, his team looks nice, man. He's only got one running back though. I mean, it's Aaron Jones, but still, I guess he's got Dylan on Ingram, but still, I'm like, man, that's risky.
It is risky.
Singletary is trash. But love Matt Stafford. Yeah, it's a solid team.
Stafford's not liking Woods much, eh?
No, it's because isn't Cooper Kupp sleeping in his bed? Isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Isn't that what's happening? I think he was living at his house or something. They're like best friends. They have breakfast every day.
Jesse, my strategy this year, I was going to get a stack with Tannehill and AJ Brown. I'm so glad I don't have Tannehill right now, bro.
You should be buying low. Just to buy
no
low.
way, bro. Yeah. No way. I'm good. I got Mahomes. I don't need to buy anything.
All right. Bookmark
the only reason you're doing well is Marquise Brown, bro. Your team otherwise is question. Or Sutton's nice for you as well. This is your team, Jesse. I like Sutton at the moment.
Yeah, Sutton's fire.
Yeah.
Sutton was great on your bench last week.
It was fantastic. And so was Chandler Jones week 1.
Ooh, man. You are a pretty crap manager nowadays.
Dre's wide receivers look nice.
Thanks, bro. That's
what Debo, Tyreek, Marvin Jones, solid. Kamara, could be
Debo sell high. That's a definite sell high.
Yeah, Debo's a definite sell high.
Now all pieces of that San Francisco offense. Ooh, juicy.
Elijah Mitchell, sell high.
Yeah, that's just a sell in general.
Ride that wave, bro. Ride that wave.
So, Andy, give us a flavour of what's happening in your division, bro. You're last place currently.
Ooh, I think think my team is a hell of a lot worse than I was expecting it to be. But I think what you can I'm 4 points scored behind Caleb. I've lost both my matchups by first week was 7 points, last week was 1 point. So it's not like
it is a tight league.
Eli's team is solid, but it had a great first week, a pretty average second. Clarence is trash at fantasy, so eventually that will die.
This is true.
Yeah, and Caleb, honestly, his team last week, I was like, I should be able to get a pretty easy dub here, but his running back situation is horrific. He's got a couple solid wide receivers, but I was like, man, I should be able to win this easily, and then my team just didn't I have a real wide receiver problem. My wide receivers are very poor.
You know what you did? You know what you did, Andy? You planted your flag on the Colts wide receivers last year in Paris Campbell. This year you've got Paris Campbell and Pittman, and you always can't seem to quit Panthers players. You had to get Robbie Anderson. Honestly, bro, you need to get rid of those Panthers players.
Oh
I
no,
love
I
CMC.
got Robbie in the draft because I felt like he was going for a cheap price. That's why I got him. I didn't want him. And then CMC was obviously like a ride or die. And
I agree
then,
with Robbie
I
Anderson
mean,
because I wanted him.
that's literally the only. I have 3 Panthers players. Like I have
I
CMC,
remember-
one of the best players in fantasy.
Yeah.
Robbie Anderson, who was going cheap in the draft, and then I picked up Derek Brown because the Panthers' defense is freaking unreal. Then I've got Chuba Hubbard on the bench as a flex for McCaffrey. So I'm like,
Ooh.
I definitely haven't planted my flag on the Panthers player this year. I agree about the Colts wide receiver call, but I mean Pittman was fantastic last week, and then
Bryce,
Paris Campbell's a bit of a
your
flyer.
bench does not.
There's nothing on waivers. Yeah, my bench is horrific, but I really went for
Oof.
the defensive push, and yeah, I mean Edmonds hasn't come through. Devin Bush has been injured. Roquan came through last week. Patrick Queen's obviously a beast. TJ went off at halftime last week. So once it comes through, I feel like my team will be fine. But I'm definitely
I like
not.
your team on paper, Andy. I'm
this-
surprised you're doing this.
Yeah,
But it's
it's
only,
alright.
it's only 2 weeks in.
Robbie Anderson will go good this week. If you read my article coming out later tonight on starting him, his main problem is that CMC's back in the picture now. So he's taking up a lot of the targets. So
100%.
there's less opportunities for him. Like DJ Moore's the only safe receiver in the receiving core.
Yeah, he's and Robbie's unfortunately become this year just a boom or bust guy. Like he's basically a strong flex play at this stage unless Sam decides to mix up those targets between him and DJ, which he doesn't look like he wants to. It looks like he's just happy to throw it to CMC, and if he has a deeper pass, it's going to DJ every time. So, which I mean that's fair. DJ's
what
a
I
freaking
wouldn't give
beast.
to be in that division.
Fire up DJ Moore.
I would
That's
love
all
to be
I'm
in
saying.
that division, man.
Fire up DJ.
Alright.
The division I'm in right now, Andrea, is that the one you're talking about?
This is the
Yeah,
division I
'cause,
want
like,
to be in. This division here.
Like Caleb literally does nothing. Like he pretends like he plays, but he's Eli makes the weirdest moves ever. He always does it. Clarence like talks the talk, but yeah, I don't know. I just can't never see. I would love to be in yours. I think you've got a good chance.
I would love to be in this division.
Oh yeah, I think my division is so poor that it's likely that I end up back at the top eventually. I just need to play properly for the rest of the year. That should be sweet. Like that's literally it. Like for example, my biggest L this week was I didn't check waivers. I was too busy living my life outside of fantasy and didn't get my waivers in time. So that's a fat L for me. But we'll get to waivers later on. You're right, JC. This next waivers is this next division is freaking ridiculous.
But look at this.
It's a joke.
258 points scored against. Xander has only scored 268 points.
That's horrific.
That's an average of 135.
I mean, even Jerry, you've only scored 304 points.
Yeah,
like my team is underperforming and has scored 321. Like what the?
Yeah. Hang in there, bro. Hang in there.
And Simon had a fantastic one-off week, but he's only got 372 points. Like, man,
it's the best week Simon ever had in fantasy.
Yeah, I felt so good for him about that, man. Oh, beautiful.
And then this
Simon went massive. Insane.
Jamie.
I was happy for him though.
Who does Jamie have? He scored.
Jamie is fucking on fire. What the hell?
Let's just have a look into Jamie's team actually, because he's sitting number one overall.
Oh, the Cordell Patterson cheese. He's got lucky with that. He's got very lucky with that.
Oh, and he's got.
I have Patterson on Dynasty, and I was like, my dynasty team's already outrageously overpowered. But then I looked at it and I was like, frick, I have Patterson as well. How the hell did I choose that? Like, freaking hell, that's a luck
That's
pick.
annoying because I had him in Dynasty as well, and I dropped him because
Yeah.
I thought he was ass, and now he's
Yeah.
insane.
Bro, there's Thielen. Yeah, I mean,
Thielen,
Cooper
Cup,
Cup was always going to be fine. Thielen will calm
Davis,
down big time. Like,
Brady,
that's not going to last.
Kelly. Like
There's
Cordero
no way
Patterson
out.
outscoring Ezekiel Elliott.
I reckon he should sell high on his Zeke.
I like his defense. I really quite like Jamie's
That's a
defense.
nice defense. Yeah. Yeah, Jamie's looking
His,
good.
his bench is bad, though. Sheekus. It's almost as bad as mine. My word.
Great starting line.
I got two
He-
guys.
he doesn't-
Oh, yeah, I
he
mean,
doesn't really have
Jamie
goals.
looks good. Jamie looks real good. Freaking hell.
What's the go with Jamison Crowder? Like, he's been off COVID. Like, didn't he play last week? So shouldn't he not be able to do any like transactions and stuff until he gets rid of Crowder,
He
or
probably
like
hasn't.
puts Crowder into his
He
lineup?
probably hasn't. All right,
That's
so
a
we've
good
had,
Just come
trade,
off
bro.
recently.
we've had no trades apart from
That
this.
trade, no, we've had a solid trade.
I think that's a
Absolute
trade.
crap.
You can't bring that trade up without giving Dre a trigger warning.
Yeah.
Explicit content
interesting,
about
you
to come on.
Sam,
You
I forget
picked
you
up
can get into this
Francis
without me having to allow you in.
Guys, just
interesting.
I've perfected my whiskey sour.
Sam, are you drunk? How many whiskey sours have you had?
No, but I will be in 45 minutes. Just give me a bit of time, man. I just started.
Cool boy.
All right, let's find some waivers. Darnold for 17.
Yeah, that was outrageous.
Yeah,
That's
was
way
terrible.
too high. Did anyone even bid on him?
I can't see bids.
Like,
Oh, yeah,
I'm a
like-
Panthers fan, and I would not have even gone close to 17 for
I like
Darnold.
that. Daniel Jones for 1. That's good.
Yeah.
That's fire.
That's solid. I actually sneakily like this. With the wide receiver problems they're having, he could actually have like boom or bust value.
Tell me, bro. Let's go.
Like that. Robert Spillane. Oh, this is the pickup of the week. Jacques Patrick for 50.
Yeah, I'm annoyed that I wasn't looking.
You literally did that to spite me, and that's what you did.
Slightly, yeah. But when he scores 2 touchdowns this week, I'm gonna be taking the
Well
victory.
Yeah, well deserved.
But, hey, Jesse, you forgot about what's his name? Oh, Kerryon Johnson.
Oh, true. Yeah,
Forgot about him. Come on, bro.
Legit, boys.
Keep up
Come
with
on.
the game.
He's already on the practice squad. He doesn't need to be signed. He's already ready. He's already there.
Well, looks like he's still practicing.
Yeah.
Not really a big week of waivers, is it?
Well, I think that the thing I found this year is that the amount on waivers is dramatically
Trash,
less.
hey.
It's horrific.
Yeah.
I think it's always like that.
Nah, even in my other leagues,
this year's
my other leagues, I'm
specifically
looking at,
that.
yeah, it's terrible.
I don't know.
Oh, especially the first couple of weeks. Like, there's usually like, everyone's fighting for those, big gun
Yeah.
players.
Yeah.
But
No one
like,
gives
this
a
year
crap.
it's only been Elijah Mitchell and yeah.
Like I'm playing
Even
in
defensively, like usually there's a lot defensively, like some big linebackers or getting heaps of tackles or something, but it's just nothing. Like there's
There is.
DBs,
You just
but who
don't.
gives a
You
crap
just don't
about
know
DBs?
defense. Defense is not your thing, Andy. So there's heaps of guys.
Okay, good to know. I'm glad
It's
that I
alright.
don't know
Defensive guy
defense, but in your dynasty league, we're getting like 50 points for every defensive player.
That's all right. Fantasy isn't Dre's thing, Andy, so it's all good. At least you've got offense.
Oh, beautiful. That was good.
Hey, comeback.
Too good.
No comeback. He's trying to think of something. Look at his face. He's trying to think of something.
I don't need to defend myself.
He went to 1v1 me at AOE, and then he quickly shot that idea out of his head.
Too good.
Poker heads quickly into the championship. Looks like we've got Dale starting off strong here. Oh, okay.
Can we just look at Lloyd's team? That's basically all I care about in this.
Let's just have a look at Lloyd's.
Yeah, let's
And
shame
he's
Lloyd.
third. He's third in his division. Wow.
What about
How much-
Dale with his trades this week? Like he traded essentially Claypool and Johnny Smith for Juju Smith-Schuster.
He was not horrific.
Oh yeah, that was pretty bad. Yeah.
Team's not bad.
Yeah, it's actually not bad. He only has
what's he
one
doing?
quarterback on his bench. That's a bit of an L. He should
That's
have at least two
sure.
quarterbacks on his bench just for trade value.
At least.
He did admit to me that he doesn't know much about defensive players because he's only ever done like the teams, defensive streaming teams.
Yeah, that's why he's in that division.
I did say to him that he should upgrade his DB because he's got, I think it's Patrick Certain.
Oh, horrific decision.
And I said, I pointed out 3 better options, and he's like, oh no, I like Patrick.
Andy, is this Sam Tang? Is that Sam? I think that could be Sam Tang.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, he started well from what I've been told. He definitely doesn't know what he's doing, but he just is good at looking at stats and picking up based on
Sam Tang. I don't know if you know him, Sam. You might not have met him.
Oh, no, I don't know.
I think he did pretty well last year, didn't he?
Good team.
Yeah, he did do well last year.
A lot of undercover wide receiver names that have started the season well. Look at Sterling Shepard, 16 catches.
How has Sterling Shepard been this good? It's actually a joke.
Because they're just triple coverage in Kenny G.
What happened to the Giants rookie? Tony?
He's been injured.
Has he? Oh, that makes sense. Then.
Nah, they're just not starting him.
And he's also he had contract disputes at the start of the season, I think, as well, didn't he?
Yeah. I think he said something like, if I want to play for the Giants, I want double the money because we're definitely not.
Wow.
Because I know Danny Jones is going to be throwing me hospital passes over the middle.
Danny's looking great, actually. Thank you very much.
Wait, is this a trade?
Running the ball, great.
Very good.
Gus Winston. Is that Gus and Winston for James Robinson?
So Lloyd sent Jameis Winston and Gus Edwards for Damian Harris and Henry Ruggs.
Holy.
What?
This is before Gus. Was this before or after?
Oh, before the injury. Okay.
Sylvan needs to be shot.
Oh, yeah.
Sylvan, that is horrific. Sylvan, I made it very clear in your fantasy chat that anyone who traded for a quarterback from Lloyd was an idiot. So I don't know why you've done that.
I don't know. Well, he did this.
Genuinely horrific.
James Robinson for Chase Claypool and Johnny Smith. That's terrible.
Man.
And then Dale traded James Robinson for Juju. I like that. I think it's a great trade. He flipped that in the same day.
Wow.
Man, Dale was hustling. Dale turned Johnny Smith and Chase Claypool into Juju.
Yeah, but I still think Claypool's a better option than Schuster.
Nah, because Claypool, I reckon, is becoming the one, and Juju is a fantastic 2.
He's more consistent as well. Like Claypool's going to have big weeks where he's going to get a 60-yard touchdown.
That whole offense though has gone terrible.
Yeah, it's very confusing.
That hurt you first week, didn't it, Andy? With Big Ben as your quarterback?
Yeah, 100%. And then I was like, I just can't. After watching the game, I was like, I cannot trust Big Ben at quarterback. Holy crap.
Steelers were sorted out, though.
Jared Goff, though. My word. What a guy.
Let's have a look at their waivers and then we'll call it.
He looked good that first half and then he disappeared.
Yeah, that was frustrating, but, you know.
Shannon getting Derek Carr, 22. I'm guessing his quarterback was trash. KJ Osborne.
For 30. It's a little bit expensive, but that's okay.
He's probably just assuming. Quincy Cephas for 15. I like that.
That's solid. Yeah.
Yeah, I got him for free.
Golf for free. Solid.
It's the previous week. Yeah, solid.
Nick Vigil for $2 is good.
Bro, Nick Vigil's on fire.
Yeah.
Didn't he get like an intercept touchdown or something?
Yeah.
He had 8 tackles and a sack week 1. Yeah, solid.
Sheekus. Hey, 8 tackles is nice.
Wow, so we haven't had many waivers in the.
Oh, Brian Burns. Wow, no one drafted Brian
Wow,
Burns.
he was on what? He was on waivers.
That's unreal. Freckies. Damn, he's been good. Holy moly. Stats don't even do it justice, man. It's been wrecking people.
Oh. All right, so has anyone else got any trash to talk officially before I end this recording?
All right.
Loud.
In that championship league, that like literally a player will have one bad game and then they're like, oh no, they'll just cut them. They're not patient. They'll learn.
Yeah, they will learn.
How, do you reckon this is Sanders last year in the Premiership?
Probably, yeah.
I think he started so poorly that it just can't.
Yeah.
Like, surely we can't give him another.
I thought he was going to get cut, honestly, like the last 2 years in a row.
I'd rather see Lloyd in the Premiership so that we can just like trash him than keep Sanders.
What do we all think about the relegation, promotion?
Oh, I think it's a great idea. I think it should happen.
I'm about it. Yeah, I'm about it. All right, that's decided. Then.
Yeah,
we've decided.
Because I think that like even say like I don't know, say one of the OGs has a bad season, it means there's a punishment for it rather than just like, oh, I'm an OG, so I get away with everything. You know,
it's true.
Like, it forces people to actually properly play, which I like.
All right, it's decided then.
So it's got to be everyone, like, you know, even you, Jesse, like, if you end up losing, you're gone.
Yeah.
Even you, Jesse.
I posted all the
Aren't you in both teams, both leagues anyway? Don't you do Sylvan team?
Oh, I don't touch his team at all. No, I don't.
Oh, damn. So he actually does it.
He does everything. Yeah, I couldn't name a single player in his team right now.
Well, he has James Winston. I can tell you that much.
and Gus Edwards on our.
Freaking hell.
I'm just thinking, like, if I get relegated, like, how long would it take me to get back into the Premier League?
It wouldn't happen. It wouldn't. You would never return.
Imagine. That's such a good point.
You'd need Sonny to come through for you when you've passed away and take over the team.
I've never come last, so I feel pretty confident.
I'm glad we've got this recorded so that if Dre does get relegated, we can play that clip over and
Too good.
Will you stay if you get relegated though, Dre? I feel like you'd leave.
Dre has too much pride not to not stay.
I do.
Okay. Well,
I would have left
you've
it that Trey
quite a lot
went
of things.